this film not expecting anything big from it, you know, because I'm not the biggest fan of the Now You See Me series. So, you know, I went into this movie like going, yep, it's going to be a dumb movie. It's going to know exactly what it is. What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. This is Movie Reviews. My name is On The Brink, and yes, we have a trilogy in our hands now because today I'm going to review the latest heist film, and that film is Now You See Me, Now You Don't. It's about time we get this title. This movie is directed by Ruben Fleischer, who of course directed Venom, Zombieland movies, and Uncharted, and this movie stars the return of Jesse Eisenberg, Dave Franco, Woody Harrelson, and Isla Fisher, with some new people in our hands, with Dominic, Sessa, Ariana, Greenblatt, Justice Smith, Rosamund, Pike, and Morgan Freeman. The Four Horsemen and a new generation of illusionists try to pull off a diamond heist to bring down a worldwide criminal network. So we have the third Now You See Me movie in the series, which I cannot believe this is a trilogy at this point. Like, I really enjoyed the first Now You See Me. I find it pretty underrated. Yes, it's dumb overall, but it's definitely a fun turn your brain off movie. I really enjoyed the first movie for what it was. The second movie, though, I thought it was just fine in my personal opinion. I think it could have been so much better than it actually is. It just turns into more of a superhero type movie. It goes way too over the top. So I don't know what to think with this third adaptation. Now, the trailers look absolutely fine. It's really good to see this cast back together, bring on with the new illusionist as well in the film. But I went into this film not expecting anything big from it, you know, because I'm not the biggest fan of the Now You See Me series. So, you know, I went into this movie like going, yep, it's going to be a dumb movie. It's going to know exactly what it is. But I'm not going to lie, guys, I'm actually really surprised by this movie. I think this is definitely one of the better ones in the series, and I did have a fun time with Now You See Me, Now You Don't. Definitely it is great seeing the Four Horsemen back on the big screen again. Jesse Eisenberg is great in the film, Woody Harrelson once again, he's hilarious in the film, Dave Franco is great, and welcome back Isla Fisher. She wasn't in the second movie, she is great in this film coming back. The Four Horsemen is still great in the film, they still have an excellent chemistry with one another in this film, but also I like the new illusionist in the film that they recruit in the film. Dominic Sessa is really good in the film, I really liked him in The Holdovers, I thought he's great in that film, I thought he was really good in this film. Ariana Greenblatt is great in the film, Justice Smith, I thought them three are also really cool in this film. They pull off some really cool tricks in the film where I'm like, okay, I'm going with these characters, they're really cool in this film. And I would say all the characters have an excellent chemistry with one another. And what I like about this film as well is that this film is very, very stacked. This film has a lot of people in it, but it doesn't feel crowded. You know, each character of the film, from the Four Horsemen and the New Horsemen, they all have their own chance to stand out in the film, which is a hard thing to do, but I think Ruben Fleischer really pulled that off. I think every single character have their own chance to shine in the film, and everyone does a really good job in the film. Morgan Freeman, once again, he's fantastic in the film. I liked him from the Now You See Me movies. I think he's great returning in this film. Really good to see Morgan Freeman back, I gotta say. I haven't seen him in a film in such a long time. But of course, the best thing about these Now You See Me movies is the magic tricks that the illusionists pulled off, and showing like how they do those tricks. And I always find those so unique. Yeah, it gets dumb at times, but it's just fun. I think it's like fun and dumb. This movie did the exact same thing, and I thought it's really awesome to see. The action scenes are a lot of fun in this film. This is definitely one of those heist films that's easy to enjoy in my personal opinion. It's one of those movies that kept its pacing up. It's just a fun movie that knows exactly what it is. And when it comes to the action in this film, it's just a lot of fun in the film when they pull off these magic tricks, these heists. I really enjoyed that in this film. And what really surprised me about Now You See Me, Now You Don't is that this film does have some emotional elements, which I was not expecting with in this film. This film goes into some routes where I'm like, oh crap, okay, this film is literally trying right now, and I thought it's done really freaking well in the film. And definitely this film is for the Now You See Me fans. If you're the fans of the first two movies, you're going to love this movie, because this movie definitely brings up some references and Easter eggs from the first movie that you're going to be very surprised about. It's not a perfect movie whatsoever, of course not. It's not a perfect movie. There are some flaws with the film, of course. You probably guessed one of my flaws with the film. It's the villain of this film. Rosamund Pike, I like this actress. I liked her in a lot of movies, especially Gone Girl. She is fantastic. This film, she just plays a pretty cliched villain. Like anyone else could play this villain. I thought Rosamund Pike is just fine in the film, but each time she comes on screen, it just presents my least favorite aspects of the film for me. And you know, this film is one of those films that's not really, you know, mind-blowing or anything. The film knows that it's just trying to be a fun movie that knows exactly what it is. And there are times in the film where I'm like, okay, this film goes in routes that you would expect it to happen. But guys, overall, man, this is a pretty simple review because I'm surprised by Now You See Me, Now You Don't. I think it's a surprisingly fun, good time, and I think the movie knows that it's just trying to be a fun movie. I think The Four Horsemen is still fantastic in the film. Jesse Eisenberg, Harrelson, Dave Franco, Isla Fleischer, they're great in this film. The New Illusionist is great in the film. The action scenes are a lot of fun in the film. The magic aspects and how they pull it off. It's really cool to see in the film. It's a dumb, fun movie that knows exactly what it is. But I would say out of the trilogy, I would say this is definitely the best one in a while. I think this film goes on routes that I was not expecting, while else the film is just trying to be a really fun heist film that has some really good pacing, and I wasn't bored throughout the film. Rosamund Pike plays a pretty cliche villain, and the film goes in routes that you would have expected, but for what it was, I had a good time with Now You See Me, Now You Don't, and I think this is definitely one of the better ones in the series, and I gotta say, I'm excited to see more, because of course this movie ends in a cliffhanger saying we're gonna make more movies, and I'm not gonna lie, after this movie, I wouldn't mind seeing more. I gotta say, for Now You See Me, Now You Don't, definitely go see this film at a matinee price. So guys, that is my review for Now You See Me, Now You Don't. Let me know what you think of this film in the comments below. Do you like the film, hate the film, or you thought it's okay? Just let me know in the comments below. Make sure you guys follow me on social media links down below. Keep contact with me, and make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. Notify for my latest movie reviews and other movie related content. And thank you guys so much for watching, and let's pull off a little magic trick here. Have a nice day.